The story of the Army reflects our nation's history. When the seeds of the National Army Museum were sown in the 1950s, the tide of empire was ebbing. Most of the Army's Irish regiments were long gone, disbanded in 1922 following the Irish War of Independence. And in 1947, Britain's withdrawal from the Indian subcontinent signalled the end of the British Indian Army. As the British officers of the old Indian Army were retired from service and returned home, they embarked on a new life. Their personal records, relics and paraphernalia of military service were boxed up, awaiting a new home. They found one at Sandhurst, a training academy for army officers since 1812. In 1951, after appeals for exhibits and donations, an Indian Army memorial room was formally opened at Sandhurst. Further rooms followed in 1954, showcasing objects from Irish and cavalry regiments, around which the collections continued to grow. Led by Field Marshal Sir Gerald Templar, efforts were made to organise the collections on a professional museum footing, a move coinciding with further changes to the Army and the ending of national service. As a result, the National Army Museum was founded by Royal Charter in 1960 and opened by the Queen later that year in Sandhurst's old riding school. Significant acquisitions included the original Victoria Cross, Napoleon's horse, and Captain Cyborne's prodigious model of the Battle of Waterloo. As the new museum continued to expand, there was a growing desire to make its collections more accessible to the general public. In 1971, it moved to a purpose-built site on the grounds of the Royal Hospital Chelsea's old infirmary, and was officially opened once again by the Queen. There, the museum cemented its reputation as the leading authority on the history of the Army, hosting important exhibitions on all aspects of the Army's past. In the 1980s, the need for more space saw a significant extension of the Chelsea building, and by the 21st century, its growing popularity resulted in exciting new plans. The museum closed for 3 years, undergoing a major transformation, and was opened by the Queen for a third time in 2017. Working with partners across the UK, the museum continues to tell the story of our Army and its importance to Britain and the wider world, the triumphs and disasters, and above all, the service of our soldiers. That story continues, and the National Army Museum will continue to tell it.